Hey guys, this is Nitin from Catafly here again, and today I'm actually going to talk about the topic which is probably on the top of everyone's mind, that how does it look like to travel in the times of COVID-19, and depending on which country you are in, of course, the lockdown have had serious impact, as well as the COVID-19 of course had serious impact. So, of course, all of us are in lockdown, and we still would like to travel, be it travel to office or to be it travel to newer places. So I thought there are a lot of discussions which are going on in terms of when we travel out, what the situation is like, and before I get into details of this topic, let me first of all tell you where I am. Right now, I'm in the French part of Switzerland and in a small village, I would say, called Leysin. Let me show you around where I am right now, and let me flip over. Okay, so as you see, this actually is a village called Leysin. This is in the east side of Lake Geneva, which is in the south of Switzerland, and of course, most part of Switzerland, of course, does have good mountains. Though one thing which is very unique to this part, if you could see these snow-covered mountains in the backdrop, though covered with the clouds, they are probably in France, because Lake Geneva actually separates France and Switzerland. And we took a small break in this part of the Switzerland. Now, one of the key things that people have been talking about is when you travel, you would like to stay in safer places. Now, what do these kind of places look like? In terms of the location, when we went out, one of the key things that we actually were considering is that, are you staying in a hotel or are you staying in accommodations which are safe, where you're not exposed to maybe a lot of people, a lot of crowds, and of course the virus. The Leysin, while it is a small village, it's not a very big place, not a big town, we still are a bit away from the center of the village. This is actually a sports center, if I were to zoom out for you, in the village, and we are approximately 2 kilometers away from that. This is a mountain lodge where each of the units are actually a self-contained units, right? You could see this is actually an apartment, which is a 2-bedroom apartment. Of course, they have the smaller ones as well, but it's very good for a family to stay with practically everything in it, including maybe a cleaning stick, right? You could clean your own apartment if you would like to, though it's mostly not needed. So you would see that these are mountain lodges at the top of this village, and each of these is a self-contained unit. In fact, if I were to just turn around and show you one of the similar one where we are staying, right, or to show you from outside, fantastic place that you have your own lunch, where you can have your morning breakfast or maybe evening coffee or a glass of wine. Inside, of course, you would see that this is a living room which the kids can play around. You can have a fantastic evening out there. Likewise, it's obviously not very clean, but this is the bedroom that I'm showing you from outside. Yeah, there's another one like this. If I were to take you around the property, you could see that while each of these units are self-contained, even now, of course, not many people are traveling and not many places are actually occupied, which is quite nice in a way. Not very nice for the properties for sure, because of course the occupancy rate is very low. I will show you the location of this because it's important to understand that what these kind of places look like in terms of the surroundings. Mostly these kind of places are actually very well connected, and in most cases, especially in Switzerland and in good parts of Europe, you literally can drive up to these accommodations even if they do not have their own parking, they will allow you to come here and park your own car and drop the bags, and before you can go back to the central parking. This is actually the main reception, and you would see, like, unlike a hotel, it's not like a big place. It is mostly just used for the check-in with all the right protocols. There's a vending machine, and there are a few more lodges here. Some people are living in this quite independently, and there are a bunch of these lodges like this. Now in this place, as you would see, these are not like kind of the boring kind of places where you don't have much to do. In fact, if I were to talk about some of the things, we came here actually 3 or 4 days ago, and on the first day we actually went hiking up this mountain. We were with the kids, so we didn't really kind of go all the way up, and in any case what you see is just one part of the mountain. On the next day, what we did is the wires that you see is actually the wires for the cable car, and you could literally go up all the way from this mountain. On the back of this mountain there's another one which is the top of this mountain, and I have a recorded video of that. I'm going to play it for you after some time so that you could actually have a look of what it looks like right from the top. And in the winters, this actually is a fantastic ski resort. And this covered alley that you see is actually a ski lift for the kids or the beginners who could actually use to go to the top of the slope, and from there they can come down. Now as we keep walking, just around maybe 200 meters away from here is the parking of this mountain lodge. So you're obviously not allowed to park on the top of the mountain, but you can actually kind of go and park there. Clearly one of these countryside places where you would actually have these mountain cows surrounded by obviously very pristine settings. Now before I go down any further, and it will probably take me a small drive to the center of the village, I would like to show you that what are the typical activities that are possible in these kind of villages, and I'll kind of keep on maybe recording the videos and kind of compile it together for you guys, so that you know that these kind of places not only offers good break, but they also offer the kind of activities that typically in a regular travel you may not actually get a chance to indulge in. So let's go further.